Hey, this is Mark with GameRules.com, and today I'm going to teach you how to play Gin Rummy. Let's get going. In order to play Gin Rummy, you will need a single deck of cards and a way to keep score. In each of the four suits, aces are always low and kings are high. When determining your score for the round, aces are 1 point, number cards are worth the value of the number on the card, and all face cards are worth 10 points each. Set up the game, determine a dealer, shuffle the cards, and deal 10 cards to each player. Place the rest of the cards face down to form the stock, and then turn the top card over to begin the discard pile. The non-dealer will begin the game. So the non-dealer begins the round with what's called the opening play. They look at the turned up card and they decide whether they want it or not. If they do want it, they take it, add it to their hand, and discard a different card. If they don't want it, they say pass. If they decide to pass, the dealer then gets the opportunity to pick up that card and add it to their hand, and then discard a different card. However, if both players pass, the dealer will go first by drawing the top card from the stock. They will add that card to their hand and discard a different one. After that, play passes back and forth, and each player will have the opportunity to draw from the stock or from the top of the discard pile. Now, your goal during the game is to meld as many of your cards as possible as quickly as possible. What are melds, you ask? Well, let's go ahead and take a look. There are two types of melds in this game. The first is called a set, and that is 3 or 4 cards of the same rank. The other is called a run. This is 3 or more cards in sequential order in the same suit. For this game, aces are always low. And those are the basics of play. On your turn, you'll draw from the top of the stock or the top of the discard pile. You'll add that card to your hand, you'll discard another card, and play will go back and forth between the two opponents until one player is able to knock or go gin. So now you might be asking, when is a player able to knock or when have they gone gin? So let's take a look at an example. Here's a player's hand. They have 10 cards. They have a run of 4, 5, 6, a set of queens, and a set of kings. Any card that is not part of a meld is called deadwood. Now normally you keep all of your cards in your hand, but I went ahead and laid them out here for this example. When a player has a value of deadwood that is 10 points or fewer, they are able to knock and end the round. You must do that at the end of your turn though. So this player begins their turn by drawing. They got a 6. This 6 does not work with any of their pre-existing melds, so they have to discard 1 card. And they're going to do that by placing it face down and knocking on the table. This shows that they are ready to end the round and it'll be time to tally up the score. But what about going gin? A player goes gin when they have successfully melded all 10 of their cards. So let's say our player draws and they get a king. All right, they're able to add that to their set of kings. They discard their only deadwood card face down and they say gin. The round ends and they will get a scoring bonus for melding all 10 of their cards. Once a player has ended the round, either by knocking or going gin, they then place all their cards face up on the table for their opponent to see. Their opponent does the same. Now it is time to tally up the score. Now there is a small possibility, especially for beginners, that the stock will dwindle all the way down to 2 cards. That is when the round ends. The player who draws the third to final card completes their turn like normal, and if they do not knock or go gin to end the round ends with a draw. Neither of you earn points. For this example, the player who knocked and ended the round has their cards at the bottom of the screen. They have 6 points in deadwood. Their opponent has 18 points in deadwood. Now, when you are the non-knocker or the player who did not end the round, you get to lay off your deadwood onto your opponent's melds. So if you have any cards that can be added, you get to do so, and you would reduce your deadwood count. Unfortunately, this player does not have anything that can be added to these melds. After determining whether or not you have anything to lay off, you then find the difference between deadwood to figure out the score for the round. So you would take 18 minus 6. Our player who knocked and ended the round earns 12 points for the round. So what happens if the non-knocker has fewer deadwood points than the knocker? Well, that's called an undercut, and in that case, the non-knocker wins the round. They get a 25-point bonus, plus they earn the points for the difference in deadwood. Now in our example, the player who knocked, here at the bottom of the screen, has gone gin. They have all 10 cards melded. So what that means is they earn a 25-point bonus for going gin, plus they earn points for their opponent's deadwood. So our player would earn 43 points for the round. Once the score has been tallied for the round, collect the cards, and whoever lost that round deals the next one. You'll continue playing rounds until one player has reached a score of 100 points or more. The player who does so first wins the game. And that's how to play Gin Rummy from GameRules.com. If you'd like to check out more how to play videos, be sure to do that right here on the Game Rules YouTube channel. Or if you want to see the rules in writing, head over to GameRules.com. I'll have the link down below in the description. Until next time, keep on playing.